hunt. We got what you want. We got gold and silver. Seems everyone's a winner. It's so elementary. You get one free entry. Every single raffle. Make your collection dazzle. TGBCH raffle.com. TGBCH raffle.com.
Hello everyone, it's just me for now. Just want to say hello. I know you weren't expecting to see my beautiful face right now. Cool, blimey, I've got a shine on my head, haven't I? Dear me. How is everyone on a Wednesday evening at 7 p.m? Just see a few comments. Okay, so Katie's just put a comment up. So Katie, part of the TGBCH team, she's reduced everything in her shop. Have a look on changechecker.com/store/Katie's-store. So have a little look there. Evening, everyone. Evening, Andy, Jeffrey, Stuart, David, Black Cat Coins, Eddie Beck, Chris Edwards, Andy B. Hello, everyone. Right, I've sent a link to my father for him to join us, but he is not there. Oh, you're in Wales this week, Black Cat Coins. That's fantastic. I was looking at Wales for a anniversary. It's our 2nd year anniversary this year, so we were looking at Wales. South of Wales looks beautiful, but I've seen some beautiful places. North Wales, nice little huts, nice little boathouse on a lake. Lovely. Have a little look. Oh, look who's turned up. You know.
Well, I was there. I was in the other one. I was
in
there for ages.
No, you haven't been in here. You ain't clicked the link. You done the wrong. You done something wrong. Say that you were there.
Well, I did click on the first one.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I was sitting here in it all. Hello, Chrissy. Are we started already? Is it? Oh, look, it's 3 minutes past 7.
Yeah, you're just taking forever. Right. So if you've got any announcements, we'll do that.
Yes, I've got some here.
When I'm getting ready for George's store. So let's just crack on with the prize competitions, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Because I know you've got a lot to speak about, but we'll go on that. All right. Right.
How are you? All right, apart from being knackered?
Oh yeah, I'm really knackered. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Job is very. I'm capable of doing it. It's a challenge, but it's it's just overwhelming at the minute. There's a lot going on.
I mean, apart from the fact that it's probably a bit hard work and you've got to learn it and you've got the tough going stuff to go with it, but are you enjoying what you're doing? You know what I mean? Are you enjoying going to work, or are you going to work thinking, oh, Christ, I wish I hadn't, I'd like to have something else. I don't really want to do this.
Well, there are times where it's like, do you know what, I could leave it, but it's only because I'm new and I'm just trying to adjust to everything. So it's a pain in the backside. It's basically an account manager, so I'm taking over projects for like DHL. I'm not dealing with Colgate. There's a few big brands, mainly DHL. I've got like 7 projects for DHL on the go for e-learning, teaching their staff, and it's everything from animations of a character where somebody has to put on a motion capture suit to get the animations, and we do everything like that. So everything creative, from video, film, animation, 3D, immersive. We make games as a learning experience for DHL. So if you're learning, if you're a staff member of DHL, you can actually learn like a whole course of learning whatever field you're going in, and it's a game. So you can click around, look around, start collecting different information, use it, and then you get monitored on progress by how many points you collect. So if you're really good, you get more points. If you're terrible, then you get low points. So yeah.
Nice. Well,
so
as long as you're really enjoying it, that's the main thing. You know.
Jack Daniels is one of our clients as well.
Who?
Jack Daniels.
Oh, Jack Daniels.
It's quite interesting. So there you go. Right. Should we crack on?
Let's crack on. Hello, Rob. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Andy. And Chrissy and anybody else that is watching.
Okay, so we've got 7 competitions. First one, we've got
going up and up and up.
2019 or 2018, I don't know which one that is. 131 entries. And Ian Menham takes
Ian
it.
Menham, well done, Ian. There's a, I can tell you there's a 1997 silver 50p and a Wounded Comrade VC 50p silver. And what was the other one? Might be a D-Day silver. There's those three going up as well. Some of you that collect silver haven't got those. Derek Clark.
Derek Clark takes the letter Q 10p in uncirculated packaging. 130 entries it had. Well done, Derek. Next up, we've got World Wide Web, which is a bizarre one because the World Wide Web is based all over the world, not just. I don't know why it's best of British, but hey ho.
Because it's supposed to be us that's invented the internet.
Do we?
Yeah. Try and leave some of that in there if you can.
I can't, mate. Do you know what? It's irritating me. I'm trying to.
Do you want to go off camera while you?
I can't, because the thing is, I can't blow my nose. It's just irritating. It's not. I ain't got anything up there. It's just, you know this thing here, this touch.
Yeah.
It just tickles. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, if you hug a dog or a cat and then you just get the hair and you're just forever wiping because you feel like something's up. And that's the same with my nose. It's just irritating. I haven't got bogies or anything up there. Don't worry. Well, I'm sure I have, but not right now. 131 entries this was, and it goes to Derek. Well done. Next up, we've got £25 prize competition credit.
Now this is going to be every week. This one, just a £25 prize competition credit, and the idea behind it is that after a few weeks, it will take more in than what it gives out. How many entries we have for this?
73 entries, and Derek Clark takes it. He's had 3 on the bounce.
73. That's 25p a go, isn't it?
£25 Casper Cash next.
3 times.
Let's see if Derek can take 4 on the trot.
£18.25 that used up. So it's
is he going to take 4 on the bounce? No, Gary Waring.
Gary Waring.
This one had 71 entries. Next up, we have the Harry Potter Brilliant Uncirculated 50p. This one had 85 entries. This is the uncirculated bunk pack. Phil Sanderson. 85 entries. Well done.
Well done, Phil. Somebody just asked me if you can swap prizes for raffle spins, which I presume they meant the triple whammy, and the answer to that is no, not anymore. So we stopped that a little while ago. Okay,
next up, Remembrance Day. This is the big one today. This one had 106 entries. This is the £5 silver-proof coin, Remembrance Day 2021. This one is quite sought after, this one. It seems to have held its value on eBay. Oh, is he taking another one?
Wow.
Cheeky so-and-so, isn't he, eh? Well done, Derek. Well done, mate.
Tracy Gardner says, have a shave then. She was referring to your tickly bits of tash.
I know, I do. I think I might just get rid of it again, but I don't like it because I look odd. I feel like I should be on the register, you know, the way I look. It's a bit weird with the beard.
Eddie said when you have to excavate up the nose, it just has to be done.
Yeah, when you got to sort yourself out, you've got to sort yourself out. What can I say?
Yeah, just perhaps not stick your nose right up to the camera when you're doing it.
Okay,
that's the little type.
Next up, we have George's Draw subscribers only.
George's Draw, first one, subscribers only.
Yes. £100 Casper Cash is the first prize. Andy Walton, well done, mate. Second prize, which is £75 Casper Cash. Tracy Gardner, well done, mate.
Well done, Tracy.
And then the third and final spin for the subscribers only. George's draw is Fiona Reid.
Fiona Reid.
Wonderful. So, right, I think now's a good time. I know we said for the second George's draw, but let's be honest, we need to do this one next, don't we? So, what we're going to do is I'm going to put on here. In fact, I'm going to go on, tell people about the TGBCH.tv because we're going to do a new.
Okay, yes, is that the one we're loading up next to do?
Yeah.
This is a very important update, right? And it ties into something I'm going to talk about later on, which is when we talked about potentially bankruptcy and so on. And of course, I like to fight my way out of things. So, and there are people actually already talking about the fact in coin groups that I've applied for bankruptcy and giving the wrong information, telling people not to shop with us again, and all that kind of stuff is starting all over again. So I need to find a way to do something that's unexpected, not what people expect me to do, but also I need to find a way to be able to start giving people back some cash, real cash from your memberships, right? Because I've always said all the way along, you know, that is the plan. Now, until I can get to that point where we can cash it in the way that we would all like to cash it in, the way that you would like to cash it in, right? Hopefully one day, maybe still get there. But in the meantime, each week, I'm going to work out a little bit of money. It'll be dependent on obviously sales and one thing and another. And I'll decide how much I'm going to put up. And then that money will go back to you. So this week, just to start things off, and I don't want to make things too complicated, so I want you to very quickly understand what it is that I'm doing. You've all got points, and those points come from buying entries on the wheels, which we're no longer spinning. So if we're no longer spinning them, then there should be a way to start paying back some of those memberships. So this one is a £25 wheel, TGBCH.tv. Those of you that have bought a membership on here, however you bought it, doesn't matter whether you paid 25 quid, whether you paid, got it cheap in a sale, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whether you won it, it doesn't matter. So we're going to spin this wheel once, and whoever it lands on, that person is, I'm going to buy back one of their memberships. So I shall take their name once off of this wheel, right? And I'll give them 25 quid.
Does this
yes, perfect.
Is this the right sort of thing to say?
Perfect. So that your points are worth pound for pound, right? So whatever you've got. So let's suppose in Rob Barnes lands on Rob Barnes. So I will take Rob Barnes's name off this wheel once, because each time his name is on here cost 25 quid, didn't it? So I should take his name off once and send Rob Barnes 25 quid and deduct 25 points from his total on Ian's TV. Now, I know this is a drop in the ocean to a degree on the amount of points and money that there is owed, etc., but it's a start, and it's the first one, and I just want to do it slowly. And hopefully what we're going to do is we're going to increase it every week. I don't want to go mad today.
Well, no, don't say you're going to increase it every week, because you can't necessarily commit to that, because you always say this thing when I was working with you that, well, I've said it now. Well, you just got to be careful. You aim.
Well, yeah, increasing it every week is probably a bit strong, but the idea being increase it as we go along.
Yes, exactly. And so to put it really simple, the idea is that this particular wheel, TGBCH.tv, has got 946 entries. 946 names are on the wheel. People have obviously got multiple entries. Yep. So the more people that win this and their money, they start getting their money back, the quicker that wheel will no longer have names on. So we can get rid of that wheel. And it's just eventually paying back everybody. So all the wheels exist. Eventually there will be a lot less, down to 1 or 2 if Dad wants to continue. So continue doing it. But the idea is that it's people just start getting their money back.
Exactly. And the membership listing itself has now been set with 30% off. So if somebody else comes along and buys a membership to one of the wheels, their name will go on the wheel. There's no prizes. I've edited the listing so that it doesn't say about the spins and the times whatevers and all of that. That's all gone now. So if anybody buys a membership, they buy a membership, it just sits there. And then, you know, when we spin that wheel, they may get that money back. So if somebody had 100 quid's worth, for example, that would cost them about 70 quid. And then if their name comes up, they would be getting that 100 quid back, so making a profit. That's one way I can continue to sell, if you call it the investment, the memberships. One way I can continue to sell that if anybody wants to help out and continue sticking with us on that.
Whilst bringing in a cash flow to be able to start paying people off.
And as Stuart says, this will therefore take points off your grand total and make it harder to get to the 1 million points for the gold set you offered last year. Exactly. Because if your points are going down, then obviously they're not going up. And there's also something else I'd like to announce, and this is, it's not in a massive way, but your points can make actual prizes, because in my head, I have to pay that back anyway at some point. So if you're sitting there with points and maybe you don't want to wait, maybe there's a couple of things that you want on the site, etc., then get in touch and ask me, and I might, let's say you wanted to spend 100 quid, well then I would send you that 100 quid's worth of stuff, take 100 points off your total, and take your name off of a £100 wheel or 4 £25 wheels. So I would be buying back your membership that way. So if you want to cash in a little bit of your points for prizes, as Brucey said, what do points make? Prizes. Then we can come to a deal, and you can get paid back that way, which, you know, is not to be sniffed at. Rob Barnes, can you still use membership codes previously won? Yes. And if you happen to have any membership codes, or for example, you might want to spend your Casper cash on membership still. And if you do, that's entirely up to you.
Just to clarify on that, if anybody does have membership vouchers and they wish to do it with the 30% off, please bear with us, try it. If it doesn't work, please get in touch with Dad. And also don't forget to do screenshots and try to explain in detail what the problem is. Because when people say, oh, it don't work, or what comes up, what the issue is. Because when I get that information from Dad, it's hard for me to replicate the issue. So this is a new thing for the 30% off. If you have got membership vouchers and you're trying to work and it doesn't work for you, then all you've got to do is just let us know. Let us know what voucher code you're using. Let us know what you're trying to buy. And we'll try and investigate the issue. And if it is something my end, I'll just correct it, and then I'll let Dad know and we can get it sorted. But if not, then obviously it might be something that Dad has to do for the setting of the voucher. So just please try and give us detail if it doesn't work. It should, but if it doesn't, please give detail.
Tracy Gardner makes a good point, which ties into what Rob Barnes asked. So what happens if you've got loads of membership vouchers that you haven't yet redeemed? So if you've been sitting there with membership vouchers and you haven't used them, well, now you've got a bit of a bonus because it's 30% off and you can use your membership vouchers. If you have a membership voucher and it doesn't work, then it doesn't matter how old it is or anything. If it doesn't work, get in touch with me. I can check to see if that voucher's been used. If it's not been used, I will fix it so that you can use it, or issue you with another one, or take 10 off you and issue you with one if you want. So nobody loses out. If you've been sitting there and you've been sitting on those membership vouchers, saving them up, well, then that's a result which is worth you saving them up. You know, so there will be some people that benefit more out of this and some people that benefit a little bit less, but everybody still benefits. You know, if, for example, I'm going to do 150 quid one week, I might choose to do £150 wheel. Now, what I'd like to do is work up a little bit so that I put all the names of the wheels maybe on a wheel, and then maybe we could spin that and go, right, which one are we going to do today?
Well, I think that's complicating it. What we could
maybe.
do is build it up to maybe if there's only one wheel spin this week, we might spin 2 or 3 wheels that are other £25 ones. So we could possibly build it up that way. At the end of that, it's up to you, but you just need to make it more simple rather than creating a new wheel for all the names of the wheels on there and then deciding.
Well, I just thought that might be, in case anybody, you know, I'm also mindful of the fact that there is a lot of bad mouthing going on. And one of the things I could be bad mouthed about would be the fact that I'm the one that's choosing the wheel that we cash in. There may be nothing wrong with that, in which case I can just do that. It doesn't matter. But that's the only reason I thought of it.
You're right, but you can only work within the boundaries you've got. It's one of them. Whatever happens, you're never going to make everybody happy. You know, you're making the biggest step forward to paying people back, and you're doing it in a way that is literally based on the memberships people have entered. So, unfortunately, you don't have expendable income to start giving people back in chunks. So you've got to start somewhere. This is that process, you know. Yes, there's other wheels that we may not even spin them for a couple of months or weeks. Ideally, we'd love to, but if there's no money in that able to pay people back that given week, then there's just no chance to, is there? So you can't do more than you can do. You can only work within the within your means at the time. So this is a huge step moving forward. And if people are not happy, then they're not going to be happy. You know, you want to try and make people happy and give people the option, which you are, with exchanging points for prizes. But at the end of the day, you've got to start somewhere if you're going to start paying people back cash. So, you know, the whole point of this is, in an ideal scenario, start here, work your way up. You know, start here, £25 cash back, maybe do next week 2 lots. In ideal, I'm not saying we will, but, you know, you could do 3 wheels, you could do 3 spins, you could do another wheel, you could do this. So there's so many options you could do to progress this.
Yeah.
But this is the only way to make it fair, because who do you pick? Who do you pick?
That's always been a serious thought, a worry for me, a bit of a bone of contention in my own head. Is like, you know, when I do get around to being able to make a start on it, who do I choose first? And this is just an ideal way to start off. It's totally random. I've got no control over it, and you know, hopefully somebody it's going to put a smile on their face.
Yeah.
What about full spreads? Are they still available? But first,
the only thing, just to clarify before you head on to Stuart, the only thing I would say is the only thing you will do, and my suggestion would be, is never do the same wheel 2 streams on a trot. So, for example, if next week you can only afford 25 quid, then do another wheel at 25 quid. Never do TGBCH.TV again, you know. And if after that you can only do 25, never do that wheel. Maybe do this one or another 25 quid one.
Just change it every week.
You know, just try and change it. Try not to stick to one wheel every single time. It will take longer for the names to disappear, but this is only why you build it up. If you're able to do £75 in a week, then you could do 3 of these, 3 winners, or 150. You could do a 39 or whatever. So there's options. There's so many options. But yeah, Stuart Skulls, what about full spreads? Are they still available at 30% off? Yeah, yes. Although I really think you need to think about that, Dad, because the logical thing is if some people try to swap for full spread using their vouchers, that could dominate names on wheels, and therefore.
Yeah, but they won't know which wheel I'm going to spin.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, true. You just got to cover yourself. Because people will have their own systems, and this is designed to help other people. But you've got to make sure you cover yourself, but also try and make it as fair as possible moving forward, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if somebody buys a full spread, for example, with 30% off, and it's priced at, let's say, 4,800, a third of that, 16. So it's going to be somewhere in the region of about 3,200. That's going to give me 3,200 cash flow. It's going to give me 3,200 working capital that I'm going to be able to use. And I'll probably take a small portion of that and use that in the next week's.
Well, yeah, if people are paying cash, yeah.
You know, so, and then they've got the option or the chance of getting £5,000 back. But
and they've got the option of building up to $1 million to get that gold set, because that $1 million, I'm guessing, is still on.
Yes.
Right. So, you know, there's the option there of going for that. If you reach $1 million, then you win the gold set. Right. Eddie said.
The issue I've had of late is.
Sorry.
Go on. Sorry, was you saying something else?
I was saying we're digressing a bit, and it's getting quite late, and I'm shattered.
Eddie Beck said.
I was about to say, Eddie Beck has sent a thing about vouchers. Can you do the Stuart? Yeah, the vouchers on full spreads. Yes, I imagine so. It's the same as vouchers on individual membership. So yeah, Eddie, your vouchers. Okay, contact Dad, and he'll do that. Okay, if it hasn't worked for you, then just send him a message, and if he has struggle, he'll contact me, and I'll assist as soon as I can. All right. So yeah, that's it.
To know if anybody else has had that problem of trying to use 2 vouchers on one item and not accepting it. Okay, crack on.
Right, let's crack on, because we're going to run out of. Well, we're not going to run out of time. It's just I'm shattered.
Got the general idea. We'll talk about it more next week and so on. And
so today's wheel is TGBCH.tv. This is for £25 cash to your bank account. Best of luck, everyone.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we're going to finish soon. I'm coming in there. We're going to sit down and have a cup of tea.
Or was it Derek or Stuart?
Derek Clark. Derek Clark. So I'll contact you, Mr. Clark, or if you're watching, send me your bank details so I can send you 25 quid. Take that name off this wheel.
Dad, yes, listen.
Yes.
You will need to remove it from your spreadsheet. So when you start doing these, so I'll remove it from the wheel here. So we do it.
No, wait. I remove it from the spreadsheet, and then you copy the spreadsheet another time, don't you? When you want it again.
Yeah. Yes, but the issue is, I try and keep these up to date. I only add the new entries to the wheel. These are saved.
Oh,
so
I see.
You just remember. Yeah. All you need to worry about is you remove it from the sheet. You remove it from the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, I do the others. You do the wheel.
I'll remove this one, and now I've just.
That's it. It's gone. That's how we're going to do it. See, segment goes. That's one segment less.
Right, there we go. Right. Right, we've got second George's draw now, which I've already downloaded. Quite a few people have entered, which is nice to see. Let's have a little bit of a.
If you're a collector of TGBCH coins, regardless of whether you collect every single one or regardless of whether you just collect one now and again because you can't afford to collect every single one, so maybe you can just afford one now and again, but you are a collector of them, you do want to collect the set, then if you're a collector, let me know, because I want to put a list together of the people that I know are actual collectors for myself.
Okay, so this is George's draw, second, £100 Casper cash. Okay. Fiona Reed, well done. And next up, we've got £75 Casper cash. So it's my nose again.
Dear, oh dear. Well done, Fiona.
Second
Ian
one
Menham,
is
number 2.
Ian Menham. And the third one, £50 Casper cash, goes to
Fiona Reed again.
Fiona Reed again. Well done. In fact, Fiona entered and paid for some extra entries onto George's draw, so it obviously paid off. So if next week you fancy giving it a go, you can go and buy your George's Draw for next week now that's live on the website, okay? And you'll be in with a good chance like what Fiona did today.
I just need to mention the one thing you can't use your Casper Cash on is George's Prize Draw. You can't use it on that. Okay, just a reminder really for everybody. You can't use it on the draws.
Okay, so live spins now.
Live spin. That's my job, isn't it?
What is?
Writing these things down.
Yeah. Since I do everything else, mate.
Yeah, well, I'm just.
How is it I'm doing all this and I'm now doing it voluntary? How did that wangle?
Well, because you offered. You said you'd help me out.
Yeah, well, I think we need to reevaluate the preparation of some of these to make my life a little bit more easier. I'll do the streams, and then eventually they'll be taken over by yourself. All right?
I've only stock taped 110,000 items. I mean, I haven't. It's not like I've got much to do.
Do you know what that is?
I can't see because I'm on the other side now.
Do you know what that is?
What's that?
On this camera. What's that?
World's smallest violin or something.
That's correct. World's smallest violin. Right.
Oh dear.
Here we go. Gary Waring. He's got 6. First
Gary
one.
Waring, what are you going to get, mate?
Membership. The RoyalMint.shop.
So actually worth 150 quid.
Lovely jubbly. 50p's, Battle of Hastings and Battle of Britain. Oh, Joker. That's £100 membership, that, isn't it?
It is. Because I haven't done anything with that.
Okay, there's three more spins for Gary. Next one is
100 quid there for Gary.
2018 Taylor of Gloucester, 50p.
I've been doing loads of postings, starting to catch up on the prize list, getting that down to nothing.
2011 Basketball Olympics. And the final spin for Gary
I am running out of Olympics.
is TGBCH Bunce coin.
Yeah, I haven't seen them packets yet. I need those packets. Have you got any TGBCH cards? Blue cards?
I thought I've given them to Chris.
I haven't seen any.
Okay, well I thought I've given it to him. So
You might have done.
yeah, 50p coin, 2020 diversity. I'll double check, but I actually pulled it out, ready to go in the car.
Okay, it might be in one of the boxes that I haven't seen it. But
it's a loose box. It's one of the ones on top. It wouldn't be at the bottom or anything. 1998 NHS. Next up, we've got Platinum Jubilee of the 50p. Next up, we've got 2017 Tom Kitten 50p. 2 more spins left for Fiona. And Paddington 4 coin set. And the final one for Fiona is a Club 100 coin. Well done.
Well done, Fiona.
Just want to say a massive thank you to Chris for doing all of the collection on Sunday and driving down to you. Huge thank you. And I also want to say huge thanks to the team as well. I don't want to just name the team. I want to say each individual person. So the reason why I want to say thank you is because I feel like I don't give appreciation to everybody when I should. So thank you, Andy, Derek, Katie, Lisa, Mick, and Richard, those that are in the team, and everybody else that's supporting everyone else. Because I get some help with the Change Checker group on, or the Change Checker page. That's really helpful. So yeah, huge thanks to everyone, and thank you, Andy, as well, for doing these names as well on the wheel. So I just wanted to say a special thanks to everyone, because I really appreciate it to help me out as well as help Dad out. So thank you.
Thanks to everyone, and again, thank you to Chris. It really wiped him out during that trip. Yeah,
and he don't listen to me either.
That way.
He don't listen to me. I'll tell him,
No,
I'm the boss. You should
wants to
sit
do
down.
something.
You're in pain. You're out of breath. Chill. And he's like, no, my brain can carry on though. Yeah, but your body can't. Chill. I'm the boss. You're on break duty.
He said that to me. He kept saying that to me. Harry told me, I'm the boss. You sit down.
Yeah, he just wouldn't listen. But you know, oh well.
It's hard. It's hard when you're used to being active, and you can't be active anymore. It's hard.
Right then, so we're on Super Wheel spins now.
Super wheel spins.
Oh, by the way,
6
Katie as well. Katie G. Let me just put this on the screen as well, so you can see it. Katie G is a sale on her Change Checker shop. Go take a look after the stream. So it's changechecker.com/store/Katie's store. All right. So remember to check that out. She's had a few. Well, she's reduced everything. So have a good look on there. Get yourself a bargain. Get yourself a deal. All right. Okay, let's get back to this. Sorry, guys. Super Wheel spin. We're on Eddie Beck now. The Super Wheel spins consist of a spin of the prize wheel and a spin of the multiplier wheel. So it could get really good. Mystery circulated 50p times 3, but on a multiplier. So 3 times 3 is 9. So times 9. Second spin now for Eddie, and he gets the 2005 dictionary 50p times oh, go on, bump up. Go on.
What? Go on, bump up.
Times 4. Well, I'm just being nice, you know, because I mean, it would be nice to get more than just 3 every time. Not for your benefit, but for Eddie's it would. Okay, next up.
Down the rain all day today, yeah.
10 pre-decimal half pennies. Times 5.
Let me know about your swaps and stuff tomorrow, Eddie, or what you want to do with these. Same for you, Fiona.
Club 100 coin for Eddie. Just trying to think, there's 2 more spins now, but let's see how many Club 100 coins he gets. So that's times 3. Okay, 2 more spins now for Eddie. Ooh. Random worldwide alphabet. And the multiplier consists of anywhere from times 3 all the way to times 10. And the random worldwide alphabet times, oh, that's close to a 9.
Was close to a 9.
Times 3. Okay, and final spin now for Eddie. Is, oh, this is a lovely win.
Oi.
£5 Casper Cash.
Times. Oh, that was
Oh,
close.
that was unlucky. Between 5 and 6 as well. Times 3.
Fiona.
Fiona now.
Danger, Fiona. I'm coming, Caspers.
A to Z 10p. How many will Fiona get?
Time.
Start. Nobody knows.
Oh, 6.
Oh, is he going to stay within?
3.
It is.
6.
Times 6.
Well done, Fiona. 6 of those. They're worth a minimum £5 each, aren't they?
Yeah, lovely. Okay, and I think that's it. I'm just going to leave this link up again on screen so people can have a look. So again, Katie's got a bit of a deal going on in her shop, Katie's store on Change Checker. I think she's a featured store as well. So if you don't know the link, all you got to do is go to the stores on Facebook and on Facebook. What am I saying? On Change Checker, and then you'll see it. You should
by all means, if you want to buy a membership, a £25 membership will now cost you £17.50, I think it is, and you stand to get 25 quid back. That is the way to do it, as Punch used to say.
Yes. In fact, what we're going to do is
keep going. That's what we're doing. We're keeping going. And at Caspers, we can fight, haven't we?
There we go. So I put a QR code on the screen. You can see that.
Oh yeah, look, top left.
And we're also going to add.
Getting good at that stuff.
Yeah, can't do it now. But yeah, so there's a QR code to scan for the memberships at 30% off.
Right,
remember, you can usually get discount voucher codes as well.
And a cup of tea.
All right. On that note, thank you, everybody.
Well done, mate.
And I might see you next week. All right.
See you next week. Thanks very much, Harry. I really appreciate it.
No worries. I'll see you later.
And thank Beth as well, because it takes up your time at home.
Yeah, it does. You know, but we're committed. That's what we do. You know.
Yes.
Yes. All right. See you later.
Love you lots.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
The great British coin hunt, we got what you want. We got gold and silver, seems everyone's a winner. It's so elementary, you get one free entry. Every single raffle, make your collection dazzle. TGBCH raffle.com. TGBCH raffle.com.